It is now my great pleasure to invite Minsung to the stage. Minsung first walked through the gates of NLCS Jeju in 2011, when our wonderful school first opened, as an eager, excited Year 5 boy. He graduates today a fine young man with offers to some of the best universities in the world. It has been quite a journey, as it has for all of our graduates, and especially for those special few who were here on that very first of first days.
Good afternoon. It's ironic that what was once a mystical entrance is now a long-anticipated exit. 9 years ago, the 10 of us founding students first stepped into the gate of our then newly opened school. Today, we step out of the very same gate for the very last time, with the same mixture of excitement and fear we felt on our first day here, but this time for the wider world. There is a tree on the way from the school to the hala houses, beside the tall tower in a round-shaped field of grass. We walked past it every time we decided to miss breakfast, or as we moved to the first lesson on Fridays after house assemblies. That tree used to be short and thin when we first got here in 2011. It had to be supported constantly with wooden planks because it couldn't bear the strong Jeju wind. But over time, it grew and now seems to be strong enough to stand on its own. We all grew with that tree. Once timid Year 5 children who barely knew how to write a proper email, we are now ready for the next stage of our lives, pursuing our own interests in myriad fields and cultures. In doing so, we are now ready to be properly independent, without planks of our own, probably for the first time in our lives. Regardless of whether we realized it or not, whenever we saw that the tree became taller and thicker, however so slightly, we were growing too, physically, mentally, and intellectually. But make no mistake, for although I deliver a founding student address, I know that this process of growth was not singular to us founding students. Whenever you joined the NLCS Jeju community, you grew with the rest of us from that moment. Chances are, you became a more knowledgeable, more caring, or even a wiser person during your time here, and you will cherish your memories from it. The pessimists among us might question how this is possible, given the countless fallouts, disagreements, misunderstandings, fights, unwanted all-nighters, frustrations, and burnt bridges that tend to accumulate through just about anyone's school years. If you know such a person, don't preach to them that our school has been an exception, because it hasn't. Tell them instead that affection stems not because of certain traits, but despite them. That we have all grown together through thick and thin is enough for a reason why we'll remember NLCS with a smile rather than with a frown. Even in our darkest, most stressful moments in NLCS Jeju, we as a cohort were growing, improving, learning lessons, and being strengthened for other moments that'll surely come later in life. That's why I feel confident in saying that we, the founding students, will not only miss each other, but the entirety of the class of 2020 as we look back fondly on our school lives. Of course, the lone tree beside the tower isn't the most magnificent tree you'll find on Jeju, let alone the wider world. It still has a lot more to grow, and so do we. As much we have developed as learners and humans, we are far from perfect or successful in life. Our perseverance and resilience will prove to be essential for us as we sail through the world, and the tree will be a good reminder of that, wherever we are headed next. It is on this note that I end my address. The day is ours to celebrate, the day towards which we all have been toiling. It is my hope that even a global pandemic will not stand between us and our well-deserved acknowledgement of the fact that today has finally come. Congratulations to each and every one of us. Here's to a new journey, a new beginning. Thank you.